Good evening everybody, welcome to Beer Reviews. For tonight we're going back to Kentucky for a Kentucky Ale. This one's specially chosen again by Mum's friend out there in West Kentucky University. This is from Altex Brewing Distilling Company, Lexington Brewing Distilling Company, which is probably the longest name for a brewery ever, but they're a brew distillery, so they brew and they also do distilling as well, which allows them to do beers that are going to go straight to fresh bourbon, I believe, barrels. So straight as they kind of rack off the whiskey, they're putting beer straight into those barrels and aging them. They do a kind of a range of different beers. So the first one's this, the Kentucky Ale, which is a marriage to an English-style pale ale and an Irish red ale, according to the website. It's got Fuggles and Goldings in this, which are probably my least favourite hops in the entire world. I'm really not a fan of Fuggles and Goldings. Much better English hops out there than them too. But they're traditional, and they have a certain flavour, and they will work. You see on the bottle there, actually, it says it's a fusing pairing between English pale and Irish red. I've also got the bourbon barrel aged version of said beer, which will be interesting to try and see what it tastes like. And I've also got their pumpkin beer, which is their kind of Halloween, Thanksgiving seasonal beer, which I'm looking forward to actually, because that one's got quite a good reputation. It's been pretty decent. So, without further ado, Kentucky Derby, kind of horses on the front stuff, from Lexington. So let's crack it open and see what we have. Oh well, actually it's a lot paler than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little bit more ready actually. It's kind of like, I'm trying to get it more. It's kind of like a dark copper. I say it's almost like a traditional IPA sort of colour. A little titchy bit hazy, not perfectly clear as you can probably just about see. Very thin, little white head on it. Not particularly lacing, but it's got good carbonation and that bit of head sticking around. It is, I believe this one will probably be, I don't know if it's artificially carbonated or not, or if it's bottle conditioned. Hard to tell. Who knows? So, yeah, kind of coppery in colour really. I guess that's somewhere in between an English pale and an Irish red. So let's get in there and get a good nose on it. Oh, I haven't mentioned ABV actually. I'll try and find that in a second. Yeah, it's pretty earthy. Pretty earthy and a little bit spicy. It's a very typical aroma on it. Which is going to be interesting. I never find ABVs in American bottles. 6%, so it's pretty strong for an Irish red ale / English pale ale kind of hybrid. Definitely on the stronger end. Yeah, it doesn't really smell of a huge amount, I'm afraid. A little bit earthy, a little bit spicy. It's not really punching out the glass. It has like a... It smells a little bit lackadaisical, unfortunately. Not really impressed me on the aroma, but hey ho, cheers everyone, let's give it a try. No, I'm not feeling it. It's very overcarbonated. It's like lager fizz on the tongue. Not just because it's kind of artificially carbonated or anything, but it's just got this real kind of aggressive, very harsh, fizzy bubbliness on the palate. It's kind of washing away what flavours there are there, really. And all over it, it's quite tart and a little bit soury. Like a really unusual... yeah, it's tart. It's like acidic tartness on the tongue with this real spritzy fizzle through it. I'm not getting any of the kind of red ale, caramel or toffee notes. I'm not really getting any of the hoppy flavours either. I'm just getting a slightly astringent, well, very astringent, very tart flavour running through it. It's a bit of a shame, actually. Judging by the branding alone, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I've had brilliant beers or rubbish branding, to be honest. But I thought it might be quite interesting to see the base beer for these other ones that we're going to have. Be interesting to compare it with the bourbon barrel aged version and also a pumpkin version of the ale, and see how they last out. Because what it probably needs is a bit of sweetness actually to counterbalance it. Also needs a lot more hops, and I'd say, yeah, a lot more hops, and whatever this sourness is needs to not be there. Overpowering the drink, and I'm afraid I'm not a fan much at all. It's not even like it fills a niche kind of like sour, semi-sour ale market. It's just unusual, tart, not very pleasant, and I probably won't be finishing it, to be perfectly frank. Shame. Real shame. Hoped it would be better. You can see the head's gone. It's like thin and white and laggy. It's all gone now. Not a very well thought through ale, unfortunately. Alltech, our Lexington Brewing and Distilling company. Hang fire, because I'm not a fan. I give it 2 out of 10. It's just not there. It's just not very pleasant, unfortunately. Bit harsh, but there you go. We'll see what the other ones are like. So. Please like, favourite, comment and subscribe. If you had this and you think I'm completely telling porkies and it doesn't taste anything like how I'm describing it, tell me, because I've got a feeling it's not right really. So yeah, like, favourite, comment and subscribe. Cheers everyone, until next beer review.